Yo, what's up YouTube? Back with another. Today, we are going over the week 4 games. I'm going to be predicting all of them. Last couple weeks, I've had a decent record, and the only team I've gotten wrong every single time was the Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we get into the predictions, a couple weeks ago, on week 2, in my video I said, comment down your predictions below. If every game you pick is right, I'll shout you out in the next video, and nobody got it right. So, let's do this again. Comment down your predictions for every game. And if one of you gets it right, you're a genius, and I will shout you out in the next video. That's all I gotta say about that. So, let's start off with the Thursday Night Football matchup. We got the Jaguars at the Bengals. So, the Jaguars are 0-3. The Bengals are 2-1. Big win over the Steelers. Maybe the Bengals are good or the Steelers is really bad. Probably the Steelers are garbage. So I think the Bengals are the better team in this matchup. It is in Cincinnati, and the Jaguars could be the worst team in the NFL once again with the worst record. I wouldn't be surprised. The thing about Jacksonville is it's been getting better, but it's still really bad coaching staff. It's got some talented players on. Never mind, I was just joking. It's got a really bad team overall, and that's why they, along with the Jets, are the worst teams in the league. I expect the Bengals to win this game pretty easily. So now we go to Sunday, 1 o'clock matchups. We got the Titans at Jets. So like I said, I think the Jets are one of the worst teams in the league. I think they might. Okay. I said about the Jaguars. I think Jaguars are really bad, but I think the Jets are even worse. I don't know if these teams play each other. I'm pretty sure they do because they're both fourth place teams. But whoever wins that game, I don't even think it's worth winning because these teams might be 1 and 2 in the draft again. I'm not even joking. Both these teams are absolute pathetic teams. The Titans are playing the Jets, though, so the Titans are good. The Titans are easily winning this game. Next, we got the Lions at the Bears. I was expecting the Bears to be one of those teams to, be average, and, the Lions to be, the worst team in the league. But I think the Lions are a lot better than advertised. I think, their offense isn't even that bad. They almost beat the Ravens. They should have beat the Ravens, but they didn't. I'm just saying. I don't think the Ravens are that good, but I think the Lions, they're not the worst team in the league. They're not that bad, but they're pretty bad. But at the same time, I think the Bears' offense is complete garbage, right? Just because rookie QB doesn't know the ropes yet. I think the Lions actually beat the Bears at Chicago somehow. This is my upset of the week. Probably the Bears are favored to win this one, so I'm picking the Lions anyway. So next we got the Colts at the Dolphins. Man, this is a surprising one because everyone's expecting the Colts to be a good team along with the Dolphins because they were both pretty good last year with 10 wins and 11 wins, and they're both pathetic. Their records are pathetic. The Colts' opening schedule though was a lot harder. It's one of the hardest in the league. They opened up against the Seahawks and then the Rams, and then they lost to the Titans on the road. Now they have to play the Dolphins on the road. The thing about the Dolphins is that their defense is reliably good. It's hard to say that about any defense ever, but this defense gets takeaways every game. They're on a streak right now, and their defense almost won them the game against the Raiders last week, but their offense is injured. Jacoby Brissett's a QB, but this is one of those games I just don't know what to do because it's in Miami, and I wouldn't be surprised if either of these teams won. This is definitely my hardest pick of the week just because both these offenses are struggling bad. I think the Colts are the better team and they somehow get the upset on the road. I'm calling it right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Dolphins won. Next, we got the Browns at the Vikings. Vikings had a huge win over Seattle, and the Browns start 2-1. So both these teams looking good for now. Dalvin Cook was out, but didn't even matter. The Vikings, they easily beat a good team, Seattle, at home. I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings win this game. And I think they are going to win this one. I think the Browns are maybe better, but Vikings home field advantage, a huge win over Seattle. The momentum carries, and the explosive Kirk Cousins gets the win over the Browns. Next, we got the least watchable game of the week. If you want to watch this game, there's something wrong with you. We got Washington at Atlanta. Honestly, who cares? Who cares who wins this game? Washington got absolutely destroyed by the Bills. Absolutely destroyed. And the Falcons are just, who cares about the Falcons, right? I think Washington's better. But after that loss to the Bills, though, 48 points given up, you got to be kidding me. I don't even know who to pick in this game. And especially since the Falcons, they beat the Giants the previous week. Not really a good team anyway. And it's in Atlanta. I think the Atlanta Falcons somehow get the win. Also think Washington's offense is a little sus, but it is what it is. Next, we get the Texans at the Bills. So this is a game that would have been good a couple of years ago, but not anymore. Give me the Bills. So now we got the Giants at the Saints. I knew the Saints were going to beat the Patriots. That's what I predicted. I just knew it. And the Giants are a pathetic team. I think the Saints get the win at home. It's nothing really to it. The Giants' offense is an embarrassment to the league. And overall, the Saints are a better team. So give me the Saints. So Chiefs at Eagles. This is a 1 o'clock game. Kansas City been playing. It's been choking. It's been choking games. You gotta wonder why. They lost at home to Chargers last week. Their running back fumbled against the Ravens on the road. Kansas City should be 3-0, but they're 1-2. They're playing the Eagles. The Eagles play tonight. They play the Cowboys tonight, Monday Night Football. I haven't seen the outcome of that one, so I'm not really sure what to say, but I think the Eagles are a joke team. The Chiefs are obviously better. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs have difficulty, but I doubt it. Give me the Chiefs. And next we got, this is a very important game for both teams. We got the Panthers at the Cowboys. So why do I say this? Panthers are 3-0. They had a Thursday Night Football game last week. They have 10 days to prepare for this matchup. And they're playing the Cowboys, who played on Monday Night Football, who have even less time to prepare. Panthers should be more prepared. They have more time off. And they're 3-0. All the momentum should be carrying into this game, right? But the Cowboys, I expect them to beat the Eagles tonight. It's a home game, and they stay at home to play the Panthers. So if they win that one, they start 2-1. Momentum's carrying for them. Whoever wins this game, I think it could dictate their entire season. I think if the Panthers win this game, they somehow make the playoffs. Somehow. And if they lose this game, they go on a losing streak. Any good team they play, they lose to. Same with the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys make the playoffs because their division's so dog. So it doesn't really matter about them. But I think if the Cowboys get a win here, they'll have a pretty good record. And they'll pose a threat to a wild card team. But, we'll see what happens. I don't know who's going to win this one. Carolina is actually looking pretty decent. But unfortunately, you already know what I'm about to say. Freaking McCaffrey, he's out. Give me the Cowboys by 10 points. So now we're getting into the NFC West divisional matchups. We got the Seahawks at the 49ers. So the Seahawks, a team that won the division last year, is currently in last place with a 1-2 record. This team is good, but their division is really good. If you don't know what the NFC West looks like, they got the Seahawks, 49ers, Cardinals, Rams. Really? That division's insane. I think any of these teams could be a playoff contender and a threat. So, I think the 49ers, I think they're literally even with the Seahawks. So, I think the 49ers get the win only because it's in San Francisco. I think the 49ers, they almost beat the Packers, but they didn't. That would have been a huge win. They would have started 3-0. It would have been a huge, huge, huge win. But they didn't win. But I still think they're good enough to win this game. So let's go to the next game. We got the Cardinals at the Rams, the other NFC West matchup. This is a very interesting game. Both these teams are undefeated. Whoever wins this one remains undefeated. This division is so competitive, so it really does matter. These games matter a lot. They need to get whoever wins this division is obviously going to have the best divisional record, just because of tiebreakers and stuff. But I think we all know who the better team is in this matchup. It's the Rams. The Rams destroyed the Buccaneers yesterday. What else you gotta say? They got two of the best defensive players in the league. Aaron Donald's probably the best player in the NFL. And with Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp, that offense is insanely good. I think the Rams are the best team in the NFL right now. It's at home for LA. They get the win. So next we got my Pittsburgh Steelers against the Packers. Nothing really to say here. I think we all know the story behind the Steelers. They started the season off by beating the Bills, and then, the offense ain't looking too good. That offensive line is very, very bad. There's nothing really else to say. The offensive coordinator, I thought he would be a spark they needed to make a Super Bowl run, and oh man, I was wrong. So, Matt Canada is purposely trolling this team. Ben Roethlisberger's making a little, his decisions against the Bengals were really bad, lost out in the game there. But returning from injuries should be TJ Watt and Deontay Johnson, probably Alex Highsmith. All really important key players for the Steelers. Deontay Johnson's fourth most targeted player in the league, receiver, of course. TJ Watt. So with them back, I expect the Steelers to play a better game they did last week. But it's against the Packers in Green Bay. You shouldn't expect them to win. You shouldn't expect the Steelers to beat the freaking, Jacksonville Jaguars at this point. Give me the Packers by 15, 20 points. Next, we got the Ravens at the Broncos. Very, very, very important one. This is very important. We already know the Ravens should have lost to the Lions. I don't think the Ravens are that good. Even if they make the playoffs somehow, which I don't even think they're going to, they're not a threat to anybody because Lamar is one-dimensional, and it's becoming too easy. It's becoming way too easy to beat the Ravens, to predict their offense. I'm picking the Broncos to beat the Ravens in Denver. I think the Broncos are off to a very strong start. They obviously are. They're undefeated. And that momentum is going to carry. It's in Denver. I think Lamar is, like I said, too one-dimensional, and this Denver defense is going to figure it out and get the win. So next we got Sunday Night Football, Buccaneers at Patriots. You already know what I'm about to say. Who cares? Who cares that Tom Brady's playing his old team? Who cares? The Patriots lost to the Saints at home and the Dolphins at home already, and they only beat the Jets. Buccaneers are going to destroy the Patriots. Yeah, I get it. It's a headline story. Everybody wants to see the old teammates, Bill Belichick versus Brady, but realistically, who cares? Okay, let's go to Monday Night Football. A very, 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 very important game in the AFC West. We got the Raiders at the Chargers. The Raiders are along with the Broncos, are the two undefeated teams in their division. The Chargers, though, they should be 3-0, but they're not, right? They're 2-1. They beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs in Kansas City. This game is in LA. I don't know who's going to win this game, but I do think this division this year is going to be insanely competitive. The Chiefs are in last place. That just shows how much improvement the Broncos, Raiders, and Chargers have made this season. Maybe it's too early to say that. Maybe it's not. But I think whoever wins this game is going to be the more, probably the bigger threat in the AFC West to the Chiefs. Because if the Raiders win, they'll have a 4-0 record. The Chargers win, They'll be tied with the Raiders for a 3-1 record. Very important one. I do think the Chargers are the better team. I do think that. And I only say that because the Raiders' performance against the Dolphins was kind of embarrassing. They shouldn't have won, but they did. And I think the Chargers' offense has very big potential. Maybe the Raiders are better. Maybe I'm speaking, out of a donkey's tongue or something like that. I don't know what to say. But this is going to be a very important matchup, very close game. But I think the Chargers get the win at home against the Raiders. This division is looking spicy. So that is it for the Week 4 matchups. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Adios.